going on, YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So I'm bringing you some Drachenader today. I'm pretty excited about this one because it's a pretty badass fixed blade. Now they sent me 3 of these. I'm only going to test one because they're all just the same exact knife, just with different color scales. And I'll show you the other 2 that I have. They have green scale, like an OD style green, and they have a black, and they have the one that I'm going to go over right now, the jade. So you'll notice that it is a Kydex sheath with ferro rod already attached. You have plenty of attachment spaces or lanyard space, things like that. So there's a lot of attachment spots. You do have it's a small belt loop, right? I'm not sure what size belt would fit in that. Let's see. I have a big belt here. This is wider than standard. So if it fits this, it'll fit pretty much. Oh yeah, look at that. So it'll fit your wider belts. So that's pretty good. If for some reason it just looked small to me, but it's not. I was wrong. Overall, the sheath isn't bad. It's basic. It's made to carry the knife, and carry it does. But having the ferro rod, it's brand new. I didn't even scrape anything off of it yet. But there you go. Having the ferro rod that works, I just proved it, on there is really good. That means you can have this as a bring along camp knife and you can create fire, which is really good. But let's get into this itself because it's a really cool little blade. So we're talking about 5CR13 MOV. We have an 8.54 inch overall blade with a 3.94, so 4-inch blade, and it's only 3.5 ounces. It's really light. I have to say the grip is really nice. It's an ABS handle. And it's a minimalist. So this is going to be a really thin knife that you can just carry anywhere, have with you all the time. And it's not going to be something that's going to bother you having on your side. It's not going to be overly felt, I guess. You know what I mean? It'll just be there. And being a Tanto, you got that really strong tip. So for all the self-defense guys out there, yes, it's going to be good for self-defense. You do have a little bit of jimping in here in the heel, so you can use it in the rear. You can put your pinky back if you need it for some leveraged cutting. That's going to be really good. You'll see the whole thing is skeletonized to create a nice balance of weight. The lanyard hole is more of a strap hole, so you have more options. Because of the slots, that means you'd be able to strap it to a stick. You can use it as a spear for fishing or a small game type thing. It's just nice. It's just nice. What's the price on this? Let's look at, wow. All right, so it's 15% off right now. $22. $22 in any of the colors. Let's see. Drachenader. Oh, the hairs are literally falling off. I haven't had a Drachenader come that was not razor sharp. And you can see this thing, as I can gather the hairs that are left, is no exception. It is a Tanto that is razor sharp. We're going to take it outside and cut, but I have this here. Ooh, that was nice. I mean, it's a cutter. It's going to be a cutter no matter what, but let's take it outside and check. All right, it is a beautiful day here in Arizona. Let's check this thing outside. Ooh, that's nice, man. I really like the jade. I think that's cool. So let's bring it to a lower level. Ta-da, and get to cutting. We got a bunch of different mediums here we can go through, and the puppy thinks they're all hers because I found them scattered across the yard. So let's take this one first. We'll cut a piece of that string off of there, and what we'll do is, let's make sure we got that good that good hammer and tip. Let's make this rope nice and thick. Ooh, yeah. And what we're going to do is we're just going to wind it up. So we have this as like a shipping twine. It's nice and stiff. We will make that in two and go through both layers without issue. Now we will go to a whole bunch of layers and hopefully have no issue. We'll make a nice thick rope here. And ba-boom. It's a cutter. It's a Tanto tip. It's obviously, oh wow, that was really nice. The Tanto, the Tanto is mainly a fighting knife style, right? The tip was designed to be armor piercing. It was designed to be a fighting piece, but it's really, really good as an outdoor knife because of the angles. You can use this tip to come down. And you look at this when you're talking about feathering with a Tanto tip, it gives you a different degree of feather, right? So all those little pushes right there are really, really nice. Now you can still use your main part of your blade and try to get some thin curls. And obviously it's happening. They're just falling off of there. And that's going to work out perfect. But it's just something about having that angle that allows you to get a different kind of curl. Let's do some pulls here. And we'll get some nice little tight ones. And those are really, really nice and tight. Those are fine. So, I mean, when it comes down to trying to get that fire started, having all of these little tiny pieces like that is really, really useful. I'm obviously in a very dry area right here, so I'm not going to light the fire. But this stuff right here burns so easy. It's so nice. It's just simple. Let's see here. Now using this curled up area here, I'm able to put my middle finger in there, and while it's not a chopping knife, you can clearly see it's chopping. So what this is doing is a couple things. I can get more fluff this way just by doing that. Plus it helps reduce the amount of material I would need to take away carving if I wanted to make like spears, arrows, hot dog sticks, marshmallow sticks, whatever, you know what I mean? Any kind of camping necessity I would need to where I would need to make a point, like a tent spike or a pit spike, or to hang my clothes somewhere, my jacket somewhere in my bag, just makes it really, really simple. One of the good things about an outdoor knife is the ability to go through hide, because you never know when you're going to need to hunt for your food. So it's important to be able to go through leather, and I'm going through a really, really thin area right here, and it's obviously going through. Just trying not to cut my fingers off because that is terrible. But going through leather is going to be really easy. We'll try just, oh man, the Tanto tip is that's really super nice. You can see it's just one cut after another, going through not just the leather, but also the rubber bladder as well. So you're thinking about skin, tendons. That's what that rubber would be like. So you got your skin, you got your tendons or your intestinal stuff. Just easy to breeze through. This knife is really comfortable in the hand. Let's see, we got some plastic. We got mediums everywhere. It's really comfortable in the hand, which makes it a pleasure to, wow, that was easy. Which makes it a pleasure to hold. And the fact that it's so thin, it makes it extremely versatile as far as holding positions. We'll dig that sharp tip down in there. We'll do a couple of rips, and we will separate this plastic. Just easy. Let's see if we can't get with the tip, and of course we can. 2 pieces just straight through. And another medium we will use is this plastic hose. And we will just go through that. Look at that. Look how easy this is. Look at this. This is, what did I say, 22 bucks? I mean, kind of a no-brainer, if you ask me. That is really nice. Just medium after medium, cut after cut. It just performs. But remember, with every knife, you don't just have to hold it and cut with it. There's other things you can do, but I do have one more medium I want to try before I do that. I got this hose, and I thought it was a different kind of hose, but it's not. It's one of those ones with a bunch of holes in it, and it waters. I don't need to water anything out here. So let's just try. Oh my gosh, that was nice. So you can see it's a nylon outside with a hose on the inside, and that was just super easy. That was probably easier than it should have been. That was really nice. All right, so we have that, but there's one more thing we want to do. I mean, a Tanto is not a Tanto if it doesn't fly. Let's see. Ho ho! Boom! It was pretty easy to figure out where I needed to be. That was nice. That was nice. Oh no! Of course I missed the second one, but you can see that is just so super nice. So I mean, who knows? Let's say you are out in a survival situation, and all of a sudden you look next to you and there's a squirrel climbing a tree. If you're good, if you practice enough, you never know. You never know. It's better to try and fail than to not try at all. But if you can get yourself a duck or a squirrel in a survival situation by throwing a blade at it, it's nice to have a blade that you know you can throw. And this is one I know I could chuck the hell out of this thing. So the Drachenader Tanto. For the money, this thing's gold plated right here for the money. This is not bad. I'm going to put the link below for their Amazon link so you can check these out. Remember, they come in 3 different colors. Definitely worth checking. 22 bucks? Get out of here. All right, that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Till next knife.